as immigrants, sometimes people have a trouble to understand us. Guess what? Sometimes we have a hard time to understand you. Not because the language itself, but because the culture and also customs. I remember many years ago, when I first came to this country, I was invited to a bridal shower. A bridal shower? What is it? I know what bride is, and I know what shower means. You don't mean we have to go and help her get clean. Another thing is garage sale. Why somebody want to sell their garage? That's just some of the differences between cultures and also customs. But you know one thing is universal. It's food. That's why I'm so excited to show you how to make these delicious spring rolls. They're crispy outside and crunchy inside. And I can guarantee you, use these treats, you can make some good friends from anywhere. Doesn't matter from which country, which culture, what language they speak. You will make some very good friends. For spring rolls, today I'm going to use ground sausage. You can use any kind of ground meat if you like, whatever you like. And also we're going to use cabbage and a carrot and the spring roll wraps. And we also need an egg and a little bit of oil. So that's all we need. Very, very easy and simple. So I'm going to show you. I know you won't believe me when I said it's a simple and easy. You will see it's really simple, and I'm sure you'll be convinced you can do it yourself. So I'm going to cut the cabbage first. And for those of you who don't like to cut, you can use something to shred it. Or really desperate, you can buy the coleslaw, pre-packaged coleslaw. I don't like it. I like to cut my own vegetables because they are fresh, you know. And so it really doesn't take very long. For spring rolls, because the filling, don't use much fillings, 1/3 of a head of cabbage will be plenty. So we're done cutting. Now we're going to shred the carrots. The carrots you can cut, but I think a shred is just a little easier because the carrot is a little bit tough to cut. So we're done. So first we're going to brown our meat. I'm using this ground sausage. You want to make sure your fillings is totally cooked. So now my pan is hot. I'm just going to add my sausage. So just make sure you continue cutting with your spoons. So just make sure they will become small pieces, not big chunks, very fast. You want to make sure your fillings are cold before you wrap the spring rolls. Otherwise, the wraps is so thin, it's going to poke hole or tear. That won't be good. So I think the meat is done. So I'm going to take this out. If you have a lot of grease in your meat, then you don't have to add oil. So I'm just going to add about 1.5 tablespoons oil. You want to make sure you don't overcook your vegetables. I like my vegetables still a little bit crunchy. I don't like them too mushy. So you want to just cook them until you see it's a little bit of transparent kind of look. And that's when we need to stop cooking. So like I mentioned, because I'm using sausage, so you don't need much seasoning for the vegetables. But I do like just to add a little salt. And for those of you who really like to have a more flavor for your fillings, I'll say use something like a thick sauce. Don't use soy sauce because soy sauce creates so much liquid and it's hard to not to soak up your wraps. Even though you thicken it, it was still too wet for me. So you can use something like my stir-fry sauce. It's a thicker sauce. Something like this you can use, just add a little. So for now, I'm just going to add a little salt. You can see we are almost done with vegetables. Can you tell? Already getting transparent look. I think we're done. I'm going to turn off the stove, and then we're going to add this to our meat. Meat and vegetables all mixed together. Look at this bright color. Can you tell the difference? The vegetables are still very green and orange. If you overcook them, they just lose their color and get it too mushy. Now the filling is cold, so we're ready to wrap the spring rolls. We're going to use, like I said, 1 egg. So we're going to first beat the egg. This is for seal the wraps. So you can use a fork. You don't have to use chopstick. You know, in China, we do everything with chopsticks. No forks. So we just beat it a little bit, and then we're ready to go. So I'm using the spring roll wraps. They look like a square. So you make a diamond shape in front of you, and then we're going to use about 1/4 cup of fillings. Just put it in the middle of the wrap, a little bit closer to you. So then we're going to lift the corner close to you, tuck it under, try to roll as tight as you can without tear the wrap a couple of times, and then we're going to fold the sides. Make sure you fold it straight, otherwise you're going to have wings. So then we're going to continue roll. Then we'll use pastry brush, get a little bit egg wash, wet the end. So we're going to continue wrap, then that's done. So simple. I'm sure you can do it. Put a 1/4 cup fillings, roll a couple times, fold the sides, keep rolling, egg wash, continue rolling, done. So we're going to heat the oil. I'm going to put about a couple of cups of oil. You want to make sure you create the depth, at least the 2 inches depth of oil. Otherwise, you're pan frying. Simply just pick up a spring roll and dip it in. If it doesn't do anything, wait. If it starts to sizzle right away, that means you know the oil is ready. And also, you don't want to put too many at a time. You want to put 1 layer. If you put too many, it drops the temperature too much. These are so good, you probably have a hard time to stop eating. So this one you can see is already done. They are fried so fast, especially when your oil is getting fairly hot. Don't keep your heat too high. I like to put them on kind of medium-high heat, because if you do too high, as soon as your spring roll get in there, it gets burned outside and the inside is still cold. So give it just a little bit of time to cook through. Isn't that easy and fast? And these are so economical to make. You saw me, I just used the 1/2 pound of ground sausage and 1/4 or 1/3 head of cabbage, 1 carrot, and that's it. And some wraps. It's so easy and economical. You can make like 20 of them. So it saves you a lot of money, but also the taste, just awesome. So I'm going to use a little bit of my sweet and sour sauce for this. My sweet and sour sauce is all natural. And for those of you who are interested to get some of our sauces, you can check our website, and we'll have a store available on the website. Okay, so now you're going to try one of these. It's so delicious. You hear the crunchy. Dip a little bit of sweet and sour sauce. Did you hear the crunchy? That's the outside is so crispy. And I would really encourage you to try them at home and share with your friends and family and have fun cooking.